Does your Mercedes sound like this? Because if it does, it's going to get very expensive. So this client actually came to us. It has an extended crank, so it takes forever to start, but it also has a check engine light. I already have an idea what the code's going to be, but let's perform a quick test and see what codes we have. So now that we performed the quick test, we have 3 codes in the engine control module, 2 related to the camshaft and 1 related to the oil pump. The oil pump code has nothing to do with this drivability issue that we're dealing with today. I will say this code is common on this model and will not set a check engine light. So let's go over to the camshaft codes. So we have a code for the intake and exhaust camshafts, and it's basically saying that the camshaft are off position. So here's a good example of a good camshaft. So this is the pulse wheel. This pulse wheel is actually pressed right onto this camshaft. You can see these 2 laser marks. These line up. Well, what can happen is this pulse wheel will shift, and so these laser marks won't line up, and that will cause an extended crank. Sometimes it'll cause your vehicle not to even start, and it'll also set a check engine light for a timing code saying that your camshaft is off adjustment. Now the vehicle is actually timed, but the pulse wheel shift and makes the vehicle look like it's out of time. Now, cost of this repair is going to be pretty expensive because most camshafts go for anywhere from $700 to like $1,000 a piece. She's going to need 2 of them, and then anytime you do these, you want to do the camshaft adjusters. Now, I will say, when I started this vehicle, I did hear a rattle noise, so definitely one of those camshaft adjusters is going bad. So this is going to be a pretty expensive repair. The whole top of the valve cover has to come off, fuel injectors, coils, everything has to come apart. So this is going to be a very, very expensive bill. I mean, most places going to be anywhere from $4,000 and up. So let's get this all looked at and go from there. So now that we've turned the crank over, we're checking basic timing, and now we're checking through these windows of the camshaft position sensor holes. And this camshaft is off a little to the right, and this one is just barely off to the right as well, to my right. So that will have to be addressed, and the only way to do that is by replacing the camshaft. So unfortunately, we're going to have to call the client and give them the bad news.